Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tracy with T.R.'s Tarot Talk 1111. I just got back from Buffalo last night. I did not have time to get a video uploaded for today, Monday, February 2019, the 25th. What I'm going to do instead is, I think, God willing and the creek don't rise, I'm going to do a personal video where I'm just talking with you. And I might pick a couple oracle cards for a daily message for today. But we're going to make it very short. I just want to tell you about my trip and talk about, some things that are going on that I'd like to share with you with the downloads and messages I've been getting lately. So we will do this reading here for tomorrow, Tuesday, the 26th of February. And I'll make a short mini video just talking with you guys about some stuff that I've recently kind of had shown to me. So if you're in the mood, click in, turn on, okay? Wow, that was 111 when I said that. That was cool. Okay, so here we go. If you're new to my channel, excuse me, if you met me this weekend in Buffalo and you took one of my business cards and flyers and you just clicked on my channel, this reading right here is a twin flame soulmate karmic relationship reading. So you have to have somebody on your heart and mind, somebody you've already felt a connection with. It doesn't mean you've met them in this lifetime, because some people are awakened to the journey but have yet to meet their divine counterpart. But if you're one of those people that just absolutely know that your soul has been called to this journey into union with the divine counterpart and you haven't met them yet, then this is definitely your place to be, okay? Otherwise, go check out some of my pick-a-card readings. They're fun. And today I'm going to do a channeled reading, and we'll put some new fun stuff up for the newbies, okay? If you're not single, we'll do some couples readings too. All right, so here we go. Excuse me. I am using the Moonology Oracle deck by Yasmin Boland. The Animal Dreaming Oracle deck I am using by Scott Alexander King. That's going to be for the masculine's card energy at the end of the reading. The Moonology is the overall energy, the moon energy that the universe, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the moon we're under, but it's what the universe says is available to us for moon energy at this time. All right, and I take the bottom of the deck of each deck. So we've got oracles here, plus we're building a bridge, masculine's head, home, heart, and hopes and fears, or fears. Feminine's head, home, heart, hopes, or fears. Then we build a bridge into union. What does the masculine need to do? What does the feminine need to do? And what do they need to do together? Then the bottom of the deck on this deck, which is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. The bottom of the deck is the overall lesson for the day. Now I got a brand new deck of cards this weekend, guys. I'm so excited about them. This is about the divine feminine. It's called Love Your Inner Goddess, pardon me, by Alana Fairchild. It says, these cards have been created to help you awaken and express your divine feminine spirit, to live from your heart, to empower your true self, and to discover your sacred rebel within, to say no to the voices of fear and hate and become a voice for love, truth, and spirit on the earth. These cards express the voice of your inner divine feminine goddess who is friendly with your soul. She loves, honors, and protects your souls and wants you to become all that you were born to be. Excuse me, my sinuses, my throat. Every time I sleep in a hotel room. All right, so let's get... Oh, I forgot the Kipper deck and the Oracle deck too. We've used those before. So if you want to know about those, go look at old videos. All right, so, ooh, full moon. We just had a full moon. Excuse me. Surrender to the divine, full moon. All right, let's see what it says. 3, 2. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images into your mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change, and possibly even some sort of an emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface, no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude, and you will find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor, as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as these events unfold. The attunement to the moon. I am getting the answers I need. Additional meanings. A wish you made may be about to come true. It's make it or break it time. The time is now, guys, remember? There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. It's time to let go of the past and move on. The teaching. The full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions asked during the new moon. And pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests your answers will be coming your way before too long. Okay, so we're looking for answers, guys and gals. Looking for answers. Okay, so we're going to move on to what is going on in Divine Masculine, or the masculine involved, the man on your heart and mind on this side, the female on the heart and mind on this side. Or this could be you and them, or them and you, vice versa. Get it? That's for the newbies, if there are any. Okay, so in the masculine's headspace, 7 of Wands. Stand your ground. Look at that. Standing in his power is what he's doing. I feel like this card's telling me he really stood up to somebody. I don't know who. Maybe the karmic, maybe family, friends. But there's somebody that was talking to him. I'm hearing they were talking to him in a way that he was not going to accept. He's like, not this time. Not this time. This time it's my way. I stand my ground. Okay? That's what I'm channeling from that, guys. So the masculine is really in his headspace. He's determined, is what I'm hearing. He's determined. And he doesn't care what any friends, family, or other people involved have to say about it. It's not their choice. It's not their life. And this time, he chooses, not them. It's just what I'm hearing. Okay? So in the headspace of the feminine, I gotta look that up. I think that's the sun card, guys. Look at it. It looks like the sun, don't it? Light. It's a number 17, which is an 8. That's divinity. I'll bet that's a sun card. Just let me peek real quick. I don't need to tell you what it means if it's the sun card, because we all know what that means. It's the star. Okay. Okay. I am going to read this because his meaning's a little different. This is a card that focuses on the qualities of hope, faith, healing, aspiration, success, and finally, above all, enlightenment. When this card appears, know that a special wish you've made may be fulfilled at this time. The hope card will help show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible and the difference between success over failure, and above all, who we are, is the power of your belief. Whoever you believe you are is the power of your belief. This card serves as a reminder to use your natural ability of intuition, the language of the soul, as you reach for your goals and desires. The future can be yours when you have hope and trust in everything you do. Soon, others will be attracted and drawn to your inner light. Learn to share your experiences and lessons, for those around you will also realize that by having faith and pushing forward where one may have felt no hope at all is the key to success. Above all, maintaining a positive attitude starting right now, this very minute, will allow your soul to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to shine as you reach for the stars. So maintain a positive attitude starting right now. Yeah, that's important, guys, because, you know, this energy has been crazy. I can feel the alchemy of the Temperance card. Because one minute I'm in my masculine energy. I'm like, my way or the highway. I'm so sick of this crap and blah, blah, blah. And then the next minute I'm in the feminine and I'm all ooshy and gushy and like, oh, but I just love everybody. And it's just so sad that we're at this place and blah, 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 blah. And it's crazy, but I can feel the alchemy. I can feel the angel just taking the masculine and pouring it into me, and then pouring the feminine back in, and then the masculine. I can feel the alchemy. Let me know in the comments below if you've been feeling it too. All right, so in the home, the karmic home, or the home, maybe they're alone now, because some of them, most of them, I feel are already alone. Let's see. Well, yeah. Yeah. 9 of Hearts. Wish fulfillment. Fulfillment of wishes. I'm not reading that one. So in the home, he's manifested his space back. That is so beautiful. That's awesome, guys. If you've been wondering if the masculine's alone, I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't guarantee that the feminine is, or the karmic feminine is not still in the home. It just means that energetically, he has chosen. The commitment to the other karmic partner is done. Null, void, over, complete. All that's left is the fat lady to sing. That's what I'm hearing. All we have left is the fat lady to sing. Fulfillment of wishes. Yeah, and he's holding that Akashic record scroll right in his arms, like he's recognized that this was his calling. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, what is going on in her home? Divine Feminine's home. Ooh, temptation. The Devil card. Wow, and this artwork is crazy. Crazy. Look at that artwork. I mean, there's a keyhole in the middle of his chest over his heart. And it's like he's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He wants to reach for that key to freedom and then gets sucked right back in again. For some of you ladies, that's because in the home, you're trying to leave. You're trying to manifest your escape, your door out. And life and temptation keeps bringing you delays, is what I'm hearing. Delays in the home. Delays. It's like the key. You've almost got your hand on the key. It's almost there. But it's not there yet. Oh, and she feels stuck and she feels codependent. She's like worrying about money and finances and, you know, where am I going to go? Where am I going to stay? I understand all that because that's exactly how I feel. Now, some of you, though, I'm hearing some of you have met somebody and it's tempting you. You're being tempted by spirit to see, are you going to choose plan B or are you going to honor contract A? That's for some of you. It's like for some of you, you're reaching for this key to open your heart, and for others of you, you're pushing it away. You're like, nope, not mine, not now, I'm busy. That's cool. Okay, so what's going on in the heart space? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity begins. And look at this. So he's wanting to make a solid offer, a union. Look at the hands in union behind it. It's like, I'll lay my hand over your hand. And the tree, that's the seed. Can you see the seed? Way down in the bottom. That seed was planted years ago. And it's growing into a solid tree. And this is in his heart space. And he knows that the only way he's going to be able to get back in this feminine's life is he's got to bring something real. Okay? But this masculine I've been channeling really has an attitude of money. It's like materialistic stuff. That could be the devil energy too in the feminine's home. Because, you know, it's not just the divine masculine, it's all masculine, which is divine masculine. We could go around in circles with that one, couldn't we? But the Ace of Pentacles, I mean, it's not the Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups, you know, you sip from the cup and you can go somewhere else. He doesn't want her to believe for a moment that he is like the past, the way he was in the past. When he comes forward this time, it's going to be like a tree with roots that doesn't pick up and go anywhere. I'm here for the long haul. That's my offer. Okay? I'm hearing that clearly. For some of you, you're going to get a real stable offer. They're going to say, this is my offer of forever. This tree is not going anywhere. All right, so in the feminine's heart face, it's a sacrifice, and I was reading as I was talking. I said heart face. Sacrifice, sacrifice. This is the Hanged Man. This is beautiful, though. Look at, she's got her hands in prayer right up there in the middle of that rainbow. She made her wish. She made her wish. And she knows that she's going to have to make sacrifices to bring it into fruition. Yeah. I'm going to look that up just to make sure that that is what I think it is. Sorry about making it a long reading, guys, but you know what? The energy's been tough, and this is what you're signed up for, so pour yourself a cup of coffee, cross your feet, smoke a cigarette. I don't smoke, but burn a joint, vape your pen, whatever you do. Because we're going to go in. We're going to go deep here. Yes, it is the Hanged Man. This is in this deck. It's about, this card represents self-sacrifice, a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released and let go. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room for you to receive. The rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. This card signifies that there's a situation happening or about to occur in your life, and you can't control the outcome. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect, and meditate. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with a more understanding, intuitive eye. Try to view people, issues, or problems from a different perspective. If you can achieve this, it will have a profound effect on your soul and your life. Yeah, accept that which you cannot control and learn from it. Learn from the experience of not having control. That's in her heart space. She's already sacrificed. She's like, you know, I'll purge what I have to purge. Her hands are in prayer. She's up in the rainbows, flower in her hair. And the shawl or wings or whatever it's supposed to represent that's wrapped around her has holes where there are pieces of it falling off into the water. And that's a release. That's a release. Okay. So, what is going on in the hopes and fears? Hopes and fears. Union. The Lover's card, guys. In the masculine's hopes and fears. He's hoping for harmony and union. Now that you can't make up. That's beautiful. Look at, I just noticed the feminine has all major arcanas. All of them. She's got the Star, the Devil, and the Hanged Man. That's intense energy right there. That's intense. This could be very sexual energy too. There might be something going on. You know, some of you, I believe, have manifested a soulmate in place of your twin. For some of you, that's a message. For others of you, this is just wish fulfillment, being tempted to push the contract away, get rid of the contract. Not mine, I don't want it. And then others of you are just manifesting and trying to draw it in as close as you can. And you're tempted to do it ahead of schedule is what I'm hearing. All right. So he wants to, well, he wants to be chosen too. I'm hearing, you know, the Lovers is about a choice, a head over heart choice in love. And he wants to choose. He wants to be chosen. I apologize. He wants to be chosen. Isn't that freaking funny? Okay, but yeah, he wants to be chosen. And he's hoping for union with the Divine Feminine. What's going on in hers? Six of Hearts, memories of love. Look at how beautiful. Look how in sync they are. This is the past life card. This is the soulmate. This is the twin flame. When you get the Lovers and the Six of Cups together, sometimes the Four of Wands in some decks is definitely my twin flame card. But this is resurrecting the past. This is an old soul that has reincarnated many times together. And this is time for union. I'm hearing it, guys. It's coming for you. It's coming for us. All right, so before we do that, we need to do our bridge here. If I can figure out which one went where. These went here, I believe. All right, so we've got truth be told. Yeah, it's time for the masculine to speak his truth, isn't it? For him to come forward and give some clarity to the situation. Take his mask off, open his heart. Look at, the owl represents wisdom and knowledge. The open window is an open heart chakra, an open window, freedom of the heart. Heart with wings, guys. Sacred heart. And look at the mask. It's like, nope, we're not wearing it anymore. We're just going to stand on it. Okay? Because it is our foundation. It's where we came from. And we don't want to be there anymore. And then you got all the little hearts flying out of that space through the heart space. Or through the heart space out into the outer. It's hard to tell, but either or. It's like love coming in, love going out. Breathing in, breathing out love. And then we have round and round. Look at that. That's sacred geometry. That's creation. See how the shell goes around and around. That's, you know, expression of creation. Expansion, that is creation, is when we expand. You know, you get stuck in karmic relationships where there's no growth, no happiness, no joy, no experience. And you lose your co-creation ability. Because you shut it off. It's like you lose your connection to the divine by saying yes to something you know you should have said no to. So this is going round and round. It's like the never-ending story. That's what I'm hearing in my head. And truth needs to be told for the freedom to happen to the heart. And the mask needs to come off. Okay, so these patterns, these repeated, poor repetitive patterns that the masculine has made needs to be corrected, you know. It's like, get back in touch with the divine. And tell the truth, and remove your mask and open your heart and gain the knowledge and wisdom. All right, what about the feminine? We have this one. Unfinished symphony. Not quite the never-ending story, but pretty damn much, right? Unfinished symphony. This is like a love affair that has never, ever had an ending. It was just, it's like a writer, like a romance novel writer sat down and created this fabulous love story between two characters that came to life beneath her pen in such an erotic, beautiful, joyous, blissful, ecstatic way. And it was like the story and legacy of a lifetime. And then they got bored and put the pen down halfway, 3/4 of the way, maybe almost to the end. And just stopped creating. Just stopped. No more co-creation. So it's, and you could use that analogy with the music too, which is what they're doing. You know, it's like a musician, a composer sits down and, you know, writes the most beautiful beautiful, heart-singing, joy-fulfilling symphony. And then just before they finish it, they get bored, or they lose inspiration, or they just choose that maybe it was too intense, too beautiful, too much of everything, and they just walk away, never finishing that song, never composing the ending of that beautiful love story expressed through music. I feel like this couple here, really, there's a lot of music. I'm hearing music, and I get a lot of channels through song too. Yeah, I get a lot of channels through songs. Okay, so unfinished symphony. And then we've got the 10. This is be flexible. Be flexible. And there's 2 eggs. See, there's a blue egg in this one and an orange egg in this one. Okay, blue makes me think of water signs. Okay, and the orange makes me think of fire signs. You know, orange and red, the color of fire. All right, but it's like, I almost feel like there might be a choice for some of you feminines between a water sign and a fire sign. But mostly what I'm feeling, there are 2 eggs here, okay? Unfinished symphony. And you might have to be flexible. Oh my God, I don't want to give you that channel. I just heard in my head, for some of you, one maestro began the story, but you're considering letting a different maestro finish the piece. I don't like that. I didn't want to give that message, Spirit. But for some of you, that's definitely what it is. But for others, and they're both a 10. Look at that. A 9 and a 1 and a 10. The unfinished symphony is a 10. And the flexible is a 9 and a 1, which is a 10. That's a completion. It's a completion. So this symphony is going to get completed one way or another. Whether it's by the masculine or by the walk-in, the soulmate. Somebody's going to finish it because the feminine's creating it. Wow. All right, so, but she also needs to be flexible because I feel like he's changed. He's gaining his enlightenment. So, you know, when she gets in his energy and gets to see him or talk to him or look in his eyes, she'll know. She'll know. She'll know. But I have to tell you, once you look into your twin's eyes, it's hard to freaking see anything else. So, if you're a masculine, you're all worried about, will she choose me? Just remember that spell you cast years ago. But now you're going to have to keep the promise that you made. You made a promise and you ditched it several times, several lifetimes. And the feminine, you know, I feel like she's never had a lifetime since then, since the 2 of you were in union in other lifetimes. She's never had a lifetime since then where she completely could give her heart. Where she could completely give her heart. Okay, so let's move on. That's how you build the bridge, guys. He needs to tell the truth. He needs to drop the mask. He needs to open his heart chakra. He needs to gain wisdom and acknowledgement, open his eyes, ascend, because this is a repetitive pattern that's as old as time. It's the creative energy, creative source. Okay? He's been fighting the wave of creative source. Co-creating with somebody other than who he signed a contract with. And it's been round, and round, and round, and round. All right, and she is going to complete this symphony with or without. I mean, look at the picture of this. They're both 10s. This blue egg has a face in it. I know you probably can't see it because the lighting's crappy in here. But now this person comes in, the orange person, puts its hands on that egg and starts infusing it with the blue from this egg. See how the blue's going in? See how it's going in there? They're going to turn this orange egg into the blue egg and finish this symphony. But she gets to choose. She gets to choose. soulmate or twin flame. But this is going to be a completed symphony. So this is what they need to do together, and this is so fucking simple, and they just don't do it. This is the simplest, easiest, most, it's just the best. Meeting, okay? Get together. Go for a walk. Go for coffee. Go for a drive. Something, okay? Get together. Talk about it. Clear the air. Look at, and there's a Dalmatian. The Dalmatian is a rescue. Rescue each other. Rescue each other, because this is dying, or at least it feels like it's dying. You know, we've had that death card a lot. It's not in this spread, but who knows? This is what you need to do together to bridge this gap into union, is you got to get into each other's energy. All right. Oh my God. And the overall energy for the day, the lesson to be learned, is the Ace of Cups. Love begins. Love begins. Yeah, see, the Moon card said wish fulfillment, that things that you're wishing for is manifesting. Then she's got the Star card, which is a wish. She's being tempted, though. I feel like there is a fire sign or earth energy coming in here that is like plan B. Okay, and there's the Sacrifice, which is the Hangman. She's been willing to wait a very long time in her heart space for this to happen. And she's recently been purging and releasing under the full moon energy. But she's all caught up in the connection, the commitment. This is when the contract was written, was in the past, years and years and lifetimes ago. Now he's standing his ground, and he's making his wish fulfillment. Planted a seed with his feminine years ago. He wants union in his heart, and he wants union in his hopes. And then there's union. This is beautiful, guys. Okay, so let's move on to the bottom of the decks, because I don't want the video too long that it shuts off. Let me check it. Yep, we're still going. Giggle, giggle, giggle. All right, so the bottom, let's do the Moon one first, because we'll do in the order we used them. The Moon card first. Believe in the impossible. Blue Moon. All right, let's look that up. Blue Moon 112. Believe in the impossible. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance, and that something one-off could well be about to happen. One-off. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance, and that something one-off, O-N-E-hyphen-O-F-F, I don't know, could well be about to happen. This card is very positive sign. If you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking for too much of the universe, whatever you're asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen, and it's likely to happen to you. However, this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't ever go in your favor. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. Okay, your mantra is, I'm lucky. Oh, I heard that song. I feel lucky tonight. Yeah. All right, so additional meanings. Miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. What happened may only happen once. The person you're inquiring about is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. This situation is unlikely to repeat. There are usually 3 full moons between each equinox and solstice, and vice versa. Sometimes, though, we get 4 full moons in a single season. When that happens, the third of the season's 4 full moons, would be called a blue moon. At least that was the original definition of a blue moon. These days, it's popular to use the blue moon for the second full moon in any calendar month that has 2 full moons. Bit of knowledge I didn't know about. Okay, so believe in the impossible, guys. That's wish fulfillment too. We'll put that right back up there with the wish fulfillment. And then we got the 9 of Cups. Guys, wishes are coming. And the Star. Are we kidding? All right, so next we will do this deck. John Holland. Ah. 2 of Swords, the waiting game. Yeah, somebody still hasn't chosen. I'm feeling like it's both of them. He hasn't chosen. Well, yes, he has. I'm sorry, I'm being corrected. Yes, he has. The feminine, she still gets to choose whether or not she's going to call karmic justice on him or let the divine pass judgment. I have a feeling if she lets divine pass judgment, it's going to be much harsher than if divine lets her pass judgment. And I feel like it's in her court right now. It's up to her. She manifested. Nope, sorry, Spirit corrected me. They both manifested this justice. And I feel like the masculine's finally chosen. Now he's waiting on her. All right. So up next, we get the Prison card. That's like the 8 of Swords. It's feeling trapped, mentally trapped in your own thoughts and your own fears and your own anxieties and stress. And it's just not a good place to be, nor is it any place that's going to resolve anything. So if you find yourself in that, and I have many times in the last couple of months, it's time to release that energy because it really is all in your head. It really is all in your head. Okay? The Blue Moon card says to believe that your miracle is coming. You know, marry your beliefs with that co-creation. And by the way, that's what's next. Co-create. Co-create. That's the masculine and feminine coming back together with the cosmic egg. More eggs. But there's wisdom walking a tight wire. I see an owl on it looks like a tight wire. A tight wire? Is that what they're called? Anyhow, he's walking the line, standing on the wire. And then there's a cheetah, this beautiful cheetah, just like gorgeous, sitting there. Just waiting. It's like divine. It looks to me like it's, goddess wisdom with goddess action. That's what I'm hearing in my head. The goddess of wisdom versus the goddess of action. Or the god or goddess of wisdom, god or goddess of action. So one's a thinker and one's a mover shaker. And right now they're both being thinkers. They're not co-creating yet. The yin and the yang, we need the thinker with the creator, the actor, the motion, energy. So that's the masculine and feminine. All right, so that is that. Now we've got these 2 bonus cards. We're going to do that for the daily vibe. This is for Tuesday the 19th, or 26th, I'm sorry, Tuesday the 26th. All right, so the masculine is from the Animal Dreaming Oracle cards by Scott Alexander King. Oh, and we've got the dingo, the trickster. Oh, come on, masculine, can't you? It was in the reverse, but I don't usually read reversals. But I'm hoping that was reversed. It did come out in the reverse, but it's a 7. It's a 7 of freaking swords. The trickster. Let's read it because, if he comes out this way, I'm telling you, the feminine's just going to pick the karmic. Or not karmic, soulmate. I'm hearing there are no more karmics. That the feminine has won herself happily ever after. It's supposed to be in union with this contract. But if he doesn't step up to bat, she's got a plan B. Portrayed as overconfident in many a tale, the simple dingo artlessly assumes that the world will always support his needs, that he will be welcomed and nurtured, and that his charm and adaptability will carry him through. He represents each of us as we naively step out into the world on our own for the first time, ready to begin life. He symbolizes the immature character who continually and immediately acts on every one of their impulses, with little consideration of consequences or outcomes, an eagerness to venture out into the world to explore new horizons and try new things. Dingo is so keen to step out, however, that he often fails to notice the obstacles that present themselves on a day-to-day basis. A naturally friendly but socially inexperienced character, Dingo often bites off more than they can chew, then sits licking their wounds in a confused state when his actions inevitably backfire on him. Although Dingo ostensibly approaches life unaware of the penalties and pitfalls that usually appear painfully obvious to the more mature and streetwise among us, he teaches by example to learn from our mistakes and to never take life too seriously. He espouses that as long as we are able to laugh at ourselves and learn when we trip ourselves up, we will never again fall victim to our own illusory tricks. If Dingo has blundered his way into your cards today, you may be in need of stabilization. Perhaps you need to develop a greater sense of responsibility and a more practical, conscientious outlook on your life. Are you oblivious to the hazards that are thwarting your true capabilities? Are you fooling yourself that you are precisely on course? Are you overly trusting and a little naive? Should you rethink things, reassess your current direction, and return to your original game plan? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why they call it the trickster, but Spirit is telling me after reading this that this is actually I'm hearing Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Reevaluate. I'm seeing the bush with the pentacles on it. So let's look at that again. If Dingo has blundered his way into your cards today, you may be in need of stabilization. Perhaps you need to develop a greater sense of responsibility and a more practical, conscientious outlook on life. Are you oblivious to the hazards that are thwarting your true capabilities? Are you fooling yourself that you're precisely on course? Are you overly trusting and a little naive? Should you rethink things, reassess your current direction, and return to your original game plan? Okay, Spirit's saying he's been off his path for a long time. He needs to reassess and return to the original game plan. It's like he's been out playing and convincing himself that he was working on his path, but really he was tricking himself and choosing the wrong path. Like everybody, you have probably made many mistakes. It's now time to learn from them. You cannot expect your life to improve or serve you well when you insist on employing the same strategy with every new venture you embark on. If you wish to experience a new outcome, try approaching life with a more grounded, practical view instead of being misguided by your whim and fancy and illusions. Okay, so no more illusions, masculine. You've been on the wrong path, but you didn't think you were. It's almost like you tricked yourself. You didn't trick anybody but yourself. Wow. Okay, let's look at the feminine. These are my new cards. I can't wait to see what it is. Ooh, Psyche. Psyche. Look how beautiful these cards are. Psyche. It says surrender on her shoulder. I don't know if you can see it with a heart. Let's look her up. Last card, guys, then we're done. Done. 37. In a reading, you are going to find the exact help that you need at the exact times that you need it. You have the ability to attract resources and even to create something out of apparently nothing at all. Don't put your focus or your faith in the material world and its seemingly endless obstacles and difficulties. Instead, direct your attention and your trust towards our all-powerful and unconditionally loving universe, which is your friend and your teacher. When you do this, you empower the universe to help you, and it really wants to in the most amazing of ways. The spiritual guidance, Psyche, goddess of the soul, accomplished seemingly impossible tasks as a human being before she became a goddess. She reminds us that our human courage, intelligence, willingness to go through the unknown and face our fears, even when the obstacles may seem insurmountable, is enough to succeed. She teaches us how to know when we must do something for ourselves and when we need to allow others with their different knowledge and skills to help us. She urges us not to be afraid of being vulnerable. She teaches that feeling weak at times doesn't mean we have no strength to succeed. We just need to be honest about how we feel, whilst we choose to keep going and believe that somehow everything will work out. That's called having faith. Psyche knows that, just like the emerging butterfly. The biggest challenges in our lives are actually helping us to overcome and become what we were always destined to be. Sometimes we need a push from the universe to do what we need to do to fulfill our divine potential. It's safe to trust what is happening in your life, even when the way ahead intimidates you. Refuse to give up when things get difficult. Remember, goddess in training, love will always find a way. Your sacred ritual, I'm going to read this slow in case you want to do it, okay? Or you can rewind it and do it later. But the sacred ritual for this divine feminine energy of Psyche, find some space where you can dance with your eyes closed without bumping into furniture. Place a piece of music that you would like to listen to at this time. Or play, not place. Play a piece of music that you would like to listen to at this time. Close your eyes and allow yourself to move. Don't use your mind to tell your body which steps to take. Feel for your soul within. Trust your soul to inspire your authentic self-expression. Okay, guys, those are my new cards. They're beautiful. I'm going to do probably a pick a card. I don't know. I'm going to play around in the next couple of days. I'm going to do some new stuff for the viewers that are not on the Divine Union, Divine Sacred Union of Masculine and Feminine. I'm sure there are lots of people that are out there that are not on this journey, as well as there are many that are. So I'm going to allow inspiration to tickle my fancy over the next couple of days and see if I can't get you guys some really, really cool readings on things other than love and romance. Okay? I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Wednesday the 20th will be the next video put out. This one is for Tuesday the 19th. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.